He who fights with monsters should look in.
No, you can't.
I will be the last, and you will go first.
Please!
Hi, this is Joe, and welcome to Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I already published a video about me using the character generator and playing the tutorial, but if you skipped this, welcome to the series. I'll have to say something, so those who watched the first video will already know that I have basically no idea about Dungeons and Dragons and how that works, and so bear with me a little bit. While rendering the other video, I found that this sound setting is still too much. If the music plays and a character voiceover appears in the tutorial, it just wasn't possible to make it really to make the voice really stand out. So the music is aggressive with this one. So this should be better. So up to play a new game. I'll import my character, Joe the Mage. He is new to a good mage. Just say a bit about it. Male half-elf mage with neutral good alignment. Neutral good was right like that what I saw most fitting to my playstyle. These are what I wrote out and relined the points with. So intelligence is very good for a mage, it seems. And yeah, I've given myself the spells of Identify and Magic Missile. Magic Missile is just normal magic attack. Identify is something that might come in handy. Maybe I won't even need that, but now it's too late. So I have to redo the appearance. I say that I want the appearance to be that way.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
And that was
Well, of course.
the voice I
the
wanted
obvious
for
choice.
this. So now the voice stands out. But only because they made the music. Only because they toned down the music here.
Let's give them a right thrashing.
Might be enough. Yeah, his name is Joe. Accept. So I already spoke about difficulty before the tutorial, but I'll explain it again. So there's a hardcore difficulty here, which I won't be playing, and it can't even be turned off. I don't like insane and hard difficulty because they give the enemies additional damage, which kind of feels like cheating to me, as does the minus 50% and minus 25% damage of easy and normal. The problem is that the core rules say that they are aimed at veteran players who are well versed in the Dungeons and Dragons mechanics, and I am not. So for this game, Baldur's Gate 1, I will use normal difficulty, and for later games I'll go up towards the chorus. That's what I thought about. So without further ado, let's start.
Nestled atop the cliffs that rise from the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home. Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls, under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown. Lately, Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong. Today, Gorion has appeared more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Welcome to Candlekeep, your home. As you move around the keep, you will find green-robed monks. Your character should walk over and talk with them. Many important messages will be given to you through the window on the bottom of the screen. To expand and contract this window, simply drag the top of the desired height. Journal updated, find Gorion. So I can go to the journal with J or with the quill icon. Top here, important events. Gorion, my foster father, has informed me that we must immediately leave Candlekeep and set out on a journey. He has given me some gold, and I must purchase supplies for the road, including weapons and armor. Okay, then looks at our inventory. We have a quarterstaff. That's great, because that's the only weapon I can use. And as a mage, I don't think we get the possibility to learn more weapons. It would surprise me. I don't want to redo the colors. We are at 9 out of 40. At 4 out of 90. Whatever that means, we will see soon enough. And we have 50 gold. That won't ever be enough for weapons. So this is the character screen. You can also reach it by pressing R. Why ever it is R, I don't know. So first level mage. Lore 16, reputation average 11. I have no idea what that entails. Yeah. Okay, that's new. I think I will read my biography here. I think that is new information for at least part of it. Inspired by your foster father's knowledge of the magical arts, you have made especially productive use of your library home. You have pored over the vast, if often inaccessible, treasury of magical lore and learned as much as you can. Gorion has been kind enough to instruct you in the basics, but he seems a touch overly concerned about your safety. You know, however, that experience could teach you so much more, and you yearn to travel as a journeyman mage. You know little of how you came to be a ward of Gorion's, but over the years you have gleaned something of your mother's tale from his vague allusions and from the words he sometimes uttered in tear-filled sleep. She was a half-elf from the courts of Asherban Fort, and a friend of his for many seasons. As you have no memory of her, nor any keepsakes to remind you of her existence, you have come to believe that she died while giving birth to you. Perhaps it was the pain of such a parting that led Gorion to cloister himself within the narrow halls of Candlekeep and raise you as his own. Of your father you have learned nothing. I'm a mage. I read that during the character creation. Basically says that mages can cast spells and rely on knowledge and wit to survive. And there are different magic schools, and I took the standard mage because I didn't want any penalties in for diversifying the spells. Yeah, quarterstaffs, I can only use quarterstaffs. No additional lore. Okay, we can carry 90 and we have 4. Okay. There's never an X to exit. We have a mage book with all our many spells where we have to choose which spell to memorize, and I think we memorized the magic missile, and we have to memorize and rest to switch that. And if we use our one use of magic missile, we'll also have to restore that. We have nothing in our pre-scroll. That is the options screen. And we have here a quick save button. It's the Q is a quick save. No, Q is not a quick save. Yeah, I have a little bit busted W button, so if I come anywhere near that, it will trigger. That's good, because I might need to spell more help. We don't need that. We have what's that down here? Reveal details. That's with tab also, so it highlights something you can interact with and persons to talk to. And that are party options. So if I have more than one person, that was the pause, which is down there, and over that's the rest button. If I have more than one person, I can either select them all, like this, or I can just select my character, have the others AI toggled on, and just walk with my one character, and they will follow. So
You have but to ask.
Go inside this building. There are 2 tutors. And
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Child, shall we continue your lessons?
greetings, child. I've been told to advise you negotiating with merchants, innkeepers, tavern owners, and the like. If there's anything I can tell you of such things. How to buy and sell things on store screen. Items for sale are listed on the left. My own inventory on the right. To buy and sell an item, select its name in the list. Selected items are highlighted. To purchase selected item, select the buy button. Okay. Yeah, I just... normal stuff that's not very...
Hello, child.
How do I use stairs? How do I open doors? How do I enter or leave a building? I wouldn't be here if I couldn't do that. How do I travel between areas on a world map? The world map screen, okay. One thing.
Child.
Pick items off the ground. Is there a hotkey to...
Your lessons?
Okay. This person. Firehead
It's hard to
Elvenair.
find decent folk
Firebeat
nowadays.
Elvenair. Ah yes, I'm back within the hallowed halls of Candlekeep. With this iron crisis upon us, the trip from Barrowghost was more hazardous than I care to relate. You're Gorion sword, aren't you? My, you have come into your own. If you would permit an old man jealous of you to say so. I left an identify scroll with Telthoril in the inner grounds. He should be done examining it by now, so if you could fetch it for me, I'd be grateful. Yay, we got a side quest. And let's talk to the Tavern Keep.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
What is clean as an elven arse? Well, hello there, young one. Come to visit your old pal Winthorpe, have ya? Well, don't forget the 10,000 gold piece book entrance fee, as per Candlekeep's custom, don't you know? You always were the big killer, Winthrop. That gets funnier very nearly every time I hear it. Well, perhaps not quite so often. Ha, just having a bit of fun with you, my friends. The monks may be walking about with hoes in their nethers, but you know you're always welcome here in my side. Gorion did well by you. He did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, room to sleep, or anything to buy? Sure, what do you have? Those... yeah, runes? What's that? Buy and sell, and that's drinks. I can buy blood wine, fire wine, mad, bitter ale. Rumors? I should ask how do I access rumors.
Shall we
You
continue
need to drink
your
with them. Choose the
lessons?
beverage of your choice from the list, select buy and listen. Not everyone will say something worth hearing, but occasionally you might hear some tidbit that will turn into a quest you can complete. I will most certainly not do that everywhere,
My
but
hotel's
this
as
seems
clean as
like...
an elven arse.
But this seems like tutorial land where I can just drink my fire wine and a bitter black ale and a billion dry wine. It's been really weird these past few months. Iron's been going bad, falling apart almost if it were rusting for no particular reason. From what I hear, most of this bad iron comes from the mines at Nashke. Can't trust those Emnian miners, probably some scheme they've come up with. And a mat? Lots of trouble down in Nashke. Monsters or some such are said to be killing the workers at the Nashke mines. Bad news for the smith or anyone that needs tools to make a living. And blood wine. I've heard there's some sort of trouble in Nashke. Something sinister has been moving about in the mines. I only heard secondhand though. Somebody ought to find out for sure. Okay. And I could also buy throwing axes, clubs, flails, maces, morning stars. I can't use all those. That is a quarterstaff. It costs 1 and I don't know what's... okay, I can't look at statistics or something like that. I could buy armor, but I don't think I can use spells when having that kind of armor on. Shields I can't use, and the helmet I can't even use here. Why is it that? Costs 1? I buy it. So we got 2 new quest troubles in the region. Iron crisis. Iron from Nashkel mines is nearly useless when smelted. People suspect that the denizens of Nashkel are doing it intentionally. And disrupting operations in the Nashkel mines, contributing to the iron shortage. So it's a 2-part quest for The iron shortage. It's locked and I don't want to pickpocket that because I can't. I'm sorry I interrupted in your room. Step up to the heat, young one. You'll need a good fire to warm the chill stares of these monks. Most inhospitable they are. Isn't that so lovely? Oh yes, darling, they're most standoffish. They lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they are unaccustomed to many visitors. You are perhaps a bit colorful compared to what they are used to. Colorful? Dear, maybe you should dress a little more plainly to fit in. It's worth a try, my dear, although our clothes may only be half of it. They certainly couldn't react any worse than they have. I thank you for the suggestion, Joe, and for putting it tactfully. Good eve to you.
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
And she doesn't want to talk to me, so I go up.
You have but to ask.
I don't take your money. I just wanted to look if it was possible. Can I talk to the dwarf? No. Is there time? I was searching for persons here, so speaking to this
Away with you,
nobleman.
beggar!
What? I certainly hope there's an explanation for this intrusion. Explain yourself. Just getting to know the neighbors. Who might you be? The name's Quincy. Beyond that is my own business and none of your concern. Leave, lest I report the intrusion to the guard. Okay. Other side. Nothing here, so don't. There we go.
Don't touch me! I might catch something.
Yes, might I help you? My apologies. I have been knee-deep in the tomes of the keep all day, and I'm in quite the fog as a result. Oh, indeed, such a wondrous depository it is. I have returned on many an occasion, much to my banker's dismay, and have not even scratched the surface of the collection here. Would that if it were so for all of my noble brethren. I fear many come to the keep merely to proclaim that they did. I suppose it makes them appear more intelligent. Those simple quizzing places the majority of them securely about the chimp level. I'm sorry, I tend to ramble. Good eve to you. So everybody here has to say something, and because I'm just that way, I will talk to everyone.
I shall attend to it in a trice.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Pausing the game, area map, camera zoom, movement. Can I run? No, I can't. Tell me more about combat runs.
Shall we continue your lessons?
Okay. Yeah. What you would guess about. Okay.
Hello, child. Shall we continue your lessons?
There are circles about their foot. There's blue, green, red, yellow, and purple. Blue. Is neither friendly nor hostile. I can talk to them. Green, party member. Red, enemy. Yellow, out of control. Purple. Okay, or cutscene. This person.
Hello there.
Oh, hello, have you seen my copy of the History of Harua anywhere? You know how I can't stand the constant shuffling of arthritic feet up in the library. So I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air just east of here, and I hate being so absent-minded. Please, if you find it, I really do need it back. Lydia's book. He wants to have it from the inner grounds, and she wants to have her book. In the hay we keep for cows. Okay. The cow don't want to speak. Okay. Can I? Oh, I can use I can use the arrows. That's better than yeah thing. Inventory key, customization, leveling up. How does leveling up work? Yes, I press the level up in the record screen. Rest, I think I will find out. Okay. Yeah, I have always to check if there's something strange about how this game works, as it's first off, it's very old. So there might be some mechanics here that have been discarded since then. And second off, I don't know Dungeons and Dragons.
Shall we continue your lessons?
Adventuring hazards, fatigue. Okay, I have to rest regularly so I don't accumulate too much bad luck. Morale. I have no bard, so I can't do anything about morale. Intoxication. Okay. Disease. A full night's sleep will get rid of a disease, of any disease. That. Okay. Go inside the next building.
Hello.
This is Shank. Oh goody goody, I've gone and found you first. You are the ward of Gorion, no doubt. I am. What can I do for you? Oh, our encounter shall be quite simple for you. Plainly put, I've made it my mission to end your life. Success will mean a little respect among my peers, so you see you can do very little except die. That's not nice. You get my spell in the face.
You have but to ask.
And I take your dagger.
What is it this time? I shall attend to it in a trice.
Okay. I can freely take everything here because he attacked me. So he was to be sent out to go after me, but I found him first. So look at the inventory. We have a helmet. No, not that way. Right click. It's a normal helmet. I don't have any idea why it was so cheap. A warhammer. Not usable by mage. I know. I can use the dagger, but I have no proficiency in it, so I'll have to pass on the dagger too. Joe, you cut yourself above the brow there. What is wrong, child? Something in your eyes tells me that something is very wrong indeed. Oh, Potter, it's not. Now, Potter, there's I don't like both of these options. One of them is whiny and one of them is not telling the truth. So, oh Parder, there was a man in there, he smelled like the stables, and he tried to kill me. It was horrible. Hurry then, child, equip yourself at the inn and go join Gorion at the steps of the library. I just said something like this might happen. And he walked directly into the wall.
You have but to ask.
Did I lose any hit points? No. But what I can do is rest.
I should have joined the army.
I must ask you not to sully our grounds by camping within the keeps. Winthrop will gladly give you a room at a very reasonable price. Yeah, what I wanted to do was... I wanted to restore my spell uses. Can I rest here?